Hey y'all, what's going on? Sorry. I It's always some technical difficulties going on over on this side. So sorry. I started a little later than I scheduled again just because this time I was ready, but I had a bunch of feedback on my mic and come to find out it's my light. So my light's weird, my lighting is weird. It's cuz I had to I don't know, y'all. I be trying. Like I really try to look as presentable as I'm going to be on the camera because I don't want to be out here looking too crazy. But I was watching a video on how to set up your lights. And so I had it set up like that. And I did this yesterday when I was live and everything was fine. But today, for whatever reason, the light seemed to not like my mic, and it was a bunch of feedback. So if y'all happen to hear the feedback, it's like a high pitched noise and you're watching, please let me know. Hopefully someone's in here and they would hear it before I'm done recording, and then, I don't hear it until, we're done recording. But anywho, we are here to watch the third quarter of game 2 of the WNBA finals this past year between the New York Liberty and the Las Vegas Aces. And I don't really have any topics to talk about this time before we get started, because it's college, a lot of college games happening. I think South Carolina is playing, if not tomorrow, they play Thursday, I think. So I really just been keeping up with them. I'll watch a little bit of Colorado. I've been just watching like the teams that everybody's kind of talking about and some of the players that they are talking about. I haven't been able to see Juju Watkins play because I haven't seen a USC game yet. But most of the ones that people have talked about, I've seen them play. I've really become a fan of University of South Carolina because those girls over there are just balling. Of course, keep an eye on LSU for, obvious reasons. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. So they're winning games, though. So whatever it is going on over there, I'm a very light, I'm a novice watcher of college basketball. Although I've been a Duke fan probably as long as I was watching basketball, I was a Duke fan. I wanted to go to Duke. I watched the men play, but outside of that, I just really didn't watch a lot of college ball. Also, I'm from Michigan, so I was a Michigan fan, of course. U of M, go blue. We did win the football game against Ohio State. Is it Ohio State or University of? It's Ohio State, yeah. The Buckeyes. We beat them. I did watch that game. I don't watch a lot of football, but anyway, I ain't trying to make nobody mad out there. Let's just we're gonna get on with the get on. We're, like I said, we're watching the third quarter. So if you've never watched these before, what I decided to do was I wanted to rewatch the finals to see the Aces. Like I just enjoy watching them play. And this finals was one of the highest rated finals, the most watched finals, especially game 4. And I decided I wanted to rewatch it. I was talking to some people on here and they said, yeah, go ahead and play it. We'll watch it with you and stuff like that. So I decided to do this, try to do it once a week, go live, play the game. I didn't want to do it in its entirety. So I'm breaking it up by quarter. So, what we're watching today will be the third quarter. If you haven't seen the other ones, go back and watch those. And then hopefully next week, if nothing's going on, we can finish this game up with the fourth quarter. We all know, if we have seen these games, this was one of the most dominant games that Las Vegas had played, especially against New York. So I just was really excited to rewatch this game. Before we jump into it, though, I do want to say, because we just had Thanksgiving, so I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving weekend or day or whatever it is. If you had it off and didn't have to work, I hope you enjoyed the time off. For those of us that did have to work, I didn't work on Thanksgiving, but I worked all the other days. I didn't work Saturday, but I worked Sunday. But shout out to all of us that were working during the holiday or during the holiday weekend. And those of you that maybe, the holidays are kind of rough for you, sending good vibes out to you. I hope you were able to, push through and have a good holiday. So I've said all my pleasantries. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get into this game. So let me get it up here. Boom. And again, I am watching a video from the name of this creator is Mochi Love Basket. And this was the clearest video that I can find. That's why we're using it. It is a slight lag in the sound versus what you see. So if you see that, my bad. This, like I said, I'm still watching this same game, so it's going to have the same effect as it did for the first and second quarter. So I see people in here. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a good evening. If y'all ready to watch this game, let's go ahead and do that. Let me make sure the volume is up. There we go. All right, let's get into it.
Hey, don't settle, Black. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Hey! If New York wants to get a win tonight, they'll need more winning plays like that one.
All right, thanks a lot, Drea. Here we go. Second half underway in game 2 of these best-of-5 finals. Remember, Alicia Clark, Jackie Young, both with...
Hey, real quick, if the people that are watching, if you can see and hear everything well, just shoot me some thumbs up real quick, just so I know you can hear and see well. And I'll continue the game.
With 3 fouls for Las Vegas. Jonquel Jones navigating with 2. A force in there from Vandersloot. And knocked out of bounds, 5 on the shot clock.
Great team defense because Jackie Young had gotten switched onto Jonquel Jones. We saw New York take advantage of that in the first half. Our team kind of zoned up around her and brought help.
5 on the shot clock. Vandersloot into Stewart. Stewart gets the step. Can't bank it home. Stokes the rebound, and Vegas off and running. Here is Plum. Stewart now just 3 of 9 from the floor. Gray shovels. Wilson deadly in the mid-range. Will take and hit.
That head fake was nasty.
This season, 15 to 19 feet, and it wasn't even close. 57%. Next closest was Nneka Ogwumike at 45%. Here's Ionescu. Gets a clean look. Misses it well short. Vandersloot the save, and Stewart can't hit again.
They couldn't hit anything.
Stewart just 3 for 10 from the floor. Vandersloot on the steal.
Vandersloot was killing us this game.
With haste into the paint. Bounces
Her
to
and
Stewart.
JJ.
Ionescu into the corner. Vandersloot had a wide open 3 and instead is fouled by Stokes as we check in with
No, maybe it was
Holly Rowe.
JJ. I might be thinking Vandersloot for game 4.
For the second half, start over. This is a brand new ball game. She re-emphasized to them that the second chance points will win this game, and they were losing in the first half 14-5. She said, we're getting beat in the paint. We're losing the paint. That's where we have to focus.
And talking about the paint, Kia Stokes, one of their stoppers in there, just picked up her 3rd.
So 3 on Stokes now, along with Clark and Young, as Vandersloot just can't get anything to
How did that not go in?
0 for 5. Meanwhile, Ionescu 1 of 8. New York's going to need more production from them. Young attacking Ionescu, lays it in, plus the foul. Jackie
New York's
Young
shots were not going in. All of our shots were going in.
What do you do
Crazy.
because she's been able to step up.
Ionescu could not guard Jackie. She went between 3 people.
Power enables her to finish.
Look at that.
Number 2 on Ionescu.
over JJ?
Young, 10 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of assists. Wilson and Plum also in double figures for Vegas. Here's Laney going one-on-one with Gray. Out to Vandersloot, right back to Laney. Draws 2. Plum came with the help and the steal. Here's Young in transition. Pitter, patter, floater, banks it in, plus the foul.
Yeah, Jackie. You better flex on him. Yes.
We're seeing why Becky Hammond said this could be Jackie Young's series on both ends of the floor defensively. Helping out. You see Plum out in transition, and then here it is. We saw that exact play in game 1, absorbing the contact, making the shot, getting to the line.
I mean, the difference in play from Young, Plum, and Gray compared to Laney, Ionescu, and Vandersloot has been just such a dramatic edge for Las Vegas thus far in this series. Jones nearly turns it over. It'll stay here as Young kicks it out. And the third quarter starting somewhat similarly to how the first did. Vegas 8-0 to begin this second half. They jolted out to a 22-point lead in this game. Vandersloot into Jones, turns the corner, gets banged from behind, and Jonquel Jones will shoot 2.
I'll say this, Vegas has earned every single one of their fouls against Jonquel Jones. It hasn't been any little ticky-tack. They are not letting her, I mean, if they're using a foul, they're using
that was a little bump.
And JJ's
I mean, it's
been
a
able to
foul,
absorb
but
that very well
I
so
don't know.
far.
Look at Jonquel Jones. She has almost as many made field goals as the rest of her team in this game. And Rebecca, even Breanna Stewart, who entered these finals #1 in league history in finals points per game, doing so at 56% from the floor, 50% from 3. She's had some looks that she has not hit that typically we're used to seeing her make.
Man, we've talked so much and heard so much about Vegas offensively throughout the course of this season. Probably haven't heard and talked enough about what they are able to do on the defensive end.
Gray slings it. Wilson finishes
that
it.
team, that tandem between Gray and Wilson.
3 fouls. Stewart raises up and gets the roll. Stewart up to 10 points. Gray, beautiful pass again.
Oh man, that should have fell. That was a nice pass, of course, by Gray.
Into the corner, Laney, catch, fire. No. Great look from Laney, who's been money in the corners in these playoffs. But New York now just 5 of 21 from 3.
The problem with the shots early in the shot clock is in transition. JJ's not there yet to get the board.
Gray, short, long rebound.
That should have failed.
Here's Young, looking to take Ionescu. Wilson wide.
All day, baby. All day.
Does not miss in the
Look at the
mid-range.
score. New York had
Wilson
made
is
it
on
to
the
within
bench.
8 points at the start of this third quarter. And look at it now. It's what, 17
You
points?
come in saying, don't hurt him, Asia. The screen, the slip. She's hurting him.
Comes to this.
I mean, Chelsea vision. We see it right here. The double comes, and not only the wraparound pass, to see it, but deliver it, get the right spin on the basketball so it comes up into Asia Wilson's hands. This is a great angle of it. Spinning it around.
That's
ball
crazy.
bites on the floor. And yeah, Chelsea Gray, man, making movies in the 1950s. What kind of camera would that be?
What kind of camera would that be? Somebody on the crew knows. Here's Vandersloot, gives it up to Jones, and another turnover. Not what New York would have drawn up out of the timeout. Green Johannes getting ready to check in for the Liberty. Deflected and kicked by Vandersloot, and here comes Johannes, who will go and grab Courtney Vandersloot. You know, it's rare to see Courtney Vandersloot struggle the way she has in this series thus far. This is one of the all-time great point guards, second most assists in playoff history. Only Sue Bird with more, who had maybe the greatest playoff run we had ever seen in 2021 until Chelsea Gray
Give and go.
last year.
Crazy.
But it's been a struggle so far for Vandersloot in these finals.
Great job by Jackie Young reading the screen and then flashing back door. Of course, Gray's going to find her.
9 assists for Chelsea Gray. Kelsey Plum has 7 herself. Laney can't hit the 3. New York now 5 of 22 from deep. Here's Young. Nice look. Stokes denied by Jones.
That was such a pretty pass.
Finds Stewart in rhythm, open three, rims out. Even the good looks have not gone down.
Great fight by A'ja Wilson to come up with that board.
Here's Gray. Chelsea Gray. Oh my goodness. Gets it back.
I didn't even see that pass happen. That's how quick that she passes that ball.
Zipping up the floor. And that's going to be a charge as Gray takes the body from Stewart.
Chelsea Gray to read it and then to be willing to give up her body like she does. Gets there, plants.
One of the things that's worth mentioning, too, this is a Las Vegas Aces team that has not only had the ultimate success as a group, but they have gone through playoff failures as a group. They may be deemed a super team, but it took a while to form as Plum.
Come on, Plum.
Wide open layup off of
that was two open layups.
Gray jumps the root, easy steal. Gray, oh, she's a dishing deity.
Count it. Jackie said, count it, and one.
Young a chance for three as Gray orchestrates another highlight.
She sees everything, including the pass that the Liberty are making, and just jumps out in transition. Oh, what a pass.
This game was crazy. Crazy.
I mean, who wouldn't want to play with Chelsea Gray?
You know, I can't really shoot, but even I feel like right now, give me a look, Chelsea. 10 assists for Gray, and meanwhile, New York is in the same hole they were in the first half. Jones surrounded, Johannes extra feed, Laney wide open, that one will drop. How disheartening this start to the third must be for the Liberty, who scrapped and clawed to cut it to 6 at one point and then 8 at the half after trailing by 22, but just found themselves back down by 22 as Wilson.
You can't stop A'ja.
Dances her way to the cup.
She went between, I think, 2 to 3 people, too. Just
Wilson,
walked around them.
Who also has 10 rebounds tonight. Jones on the run. Able to finesse it home. Jonquel Jones, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks as well. She has really been the only bright spot this evening for New York.
Wow. This pass, y'all.
Chelsea Gray, these highlights are ridiculous.
This pass, y'all, was crazy. How did she even get that in her hands?
In the only place possible.
A'ja was barely looking at her. She was trying to get position, and Chelsea placed that ball in her hand. Crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I get hyped.
Serving up a little sauce. Laney, a lot of contact there, and no whistle, no bucket. Here's Plum, zipping ahead. Ace is firmly in control now here in game 2. Stokes has the mismatch, gets fouled.
Is Dolby Vision a thing, Ryan?
I think so.
Because we certainly have had, once
Look
again,
at this.
Chelsea Vision. Look at this.
She didn't even look.
Where she could deliver the basketball.
How did she know she would get there? She's battling with JJ for position.
I mean, come on now. That's
Crazy.
her 10th assist, and then one point guard to another.
Oh, I miss Chelsea so much.
Becky, the hype man and the coach.
You know, I want to use an obscure reference for you.
I love obscure references.
That pass was exactly like Aaron Rodgers to Greg Jennings on the Packers Super Bowl winning drive in the one Super Bowl Rodgers won in Green Bay. Just a laser that kept their drive alive. It was the only place you could put it. It looked exactly like that, skimming by a helmet, but in this case, just a defender's head.
I love when you talk football to me, especially obscure football.
Yeah, you know, it was so reminiscent. I know there's some people at home saying, you know what, you're right. Shot clock fading. Plum has to put it up. Got it on the rim. Stokes keeps it alive.
Come on, Stokes.
Stokes got that board because Jonquel Jones isn't in the game.
Jones getting a rest. Young short on a 3. New York down 21 with under 2.5 to go in this third quarter.
21 points down. Crazy.
Johannes nearly had it taken, but it went out of bounds as Chelsea Gray has also been active defensively tonight. This crowd has been buzzing all weekend. Laney misses badly. 4 for 13 from the floor now. Only Jonquel Jones has shot it well tonight for New York.
A lot of people, I think, in Vegas have been buzzing all weekend.
Shot clock down to 2. Plum, wow.
Finally, girl. There you go.
Her 4th 3 of the night, 15 points. Woo! Rebecca, we talked about what would this Aces team look like if Candace Parker was still healthy, one of the all-time greats who had started to find her groove with her new team, but has been out with a foot injury as Ionescu knocks down the corner 3 on a nifty behind-the-back pass. But this Aces team has looked historically good even without Parker's services.
Certainly in this game, they played as well, especially in the first and third quarters, as any team we've ever seen. Kelsey Plum, I mean, Steph Dolson does a decent job trying to stay with her, contest, and Plum holds the post.
Yes,
Give
love
us a
it.
smile, Kelsey.
Love it.
Alicia Clark at the line. New York has not been able to take advantage of the foul trouble that Clark and Young entered this second half with. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, you're looking at that Kelsey Plum 3 that looks so beautiful. I want to point out she's actually playing with a broken finger on her shooting hand. You see that pinky on her left hand. She's got a slight fracture. When I asked her about it, she gave me the thumbs up that it's not bothering her shot. But I really admire what she's doing. Last game, it was getting into the paint, a career-high 18 points in the paint. Tonight, it's the 3. Kelsey Plum doing a little bit of everything, and she doesn't care if she's got a broken finger.
And constantly working on evolving her game. And we see those hard efforts in the offseason constantly paying off for
Becky
Kelsey
over there mad.
Dolson and Thornton
She
combined
does
for
not
2.
like when they miss stuff
Nice
like
double
that.
team by Vegas, but Steph Dolson has the patience, but credit Thornton for cutting to the basket there.
Plum in the paint there.
Yeah, baby.
Johannes is getting beat repeatedly backdoor by Kelsey Plum.
An 80-57, the Aces lead over the Liberty as bodies hit the floor. Take another look at exactly what you were talking about, Rebecca.
I mean, it's happened multiple times. Once Kelsey Plum missed the layup, but just Johannes bites. Stewie can't get there in time, and a great finish by Plum. Kelsey Plum was really, really efficient from taking 2s in game 1. She wasn't from the 3-point line. Well, today she's combined.
They are
it
down
all.
by
4 of
23
6 from
points.
3 as well.
Stewart raises up, can't hit the jumper. The foul on Clark, by the way, her 4th. Shot clock turned off here. How about the Las Vegas Aces already have 27 assists tonight? Plum able to make the catch with a lot of contact. Plum short, leaves some time for Stewart. Stewart can't hit from half court. A monster third quarter from the Aces. After
Crazy.
The Liberty had whittled a 22-point deficit down to 8 at the half. Las Vegas takes firm control back. They outscore New York 28-13 in the third and have a 23-point lead headed to the fourth quarter of game 2. The Aces trying to take a commanding 2-0 series lead.
Ridiculous. All right. So that is the end of the third quarter. As you can see, New York is down by 23 points. When they started the quarter, they were only down by 8 points. Nothing was falling. The Vegas Aces scored 28 points to New York's 13 points in the third quarter. They just did not make up ground. They were already down 38-19 in the first quarter. They came back, scored 25 points to Vegas's 14 points in the second quarter, but Vegas coming back 28 points to New York's 13. They are down 23 points. We have one more quarter to go, which we will watch next week. Well, when we see that dagger, we put a stamp on that game because the Aces weren't done yet. Like we've seen some really good basketball these first three quarters. And the second quarter, yeah, New York outscored the Aces, but it wasn't by enough to like get close to the lead. But like I said, this game right here was some of the best basketball I have seen in a very long time, especially for the Aces. So this is why I'm rewatching it, because it was like a clinic. It's like when you're just watching a clinic. New York had nothing for the Aces. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the comments. I appreciate it. If you guys have not, go ahead and like my video. That helps me get the algorithm going for other people to come and watch my videos. So I appreciate it. Again, if you haven't seen the other videos, go watch them. I got a whole playlist of, if you're just here for Aces stuff, I have a whole playlist of Aces things. Outside of that, I have other videos on my page as well. So again, thank y'all for hanging with me. Thank you for watching. We will be back next week to watch the fourth quarter of game 2. And then I'll let y'all decide, are we going to watch game 3? I don't know. I ain't really trying to watch the Aces lose. I want to skip to game 4, but we'll talk about that next week. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging with me. This was a short one. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.